No one's gonna be on the ballot. Was. Oh, he's done. It's a Grella. That's versus Kill versus the Hood. Oh, right. This one's already done. That's alert. Dismissed. I can't even keep track of all these trials. Try again. This momentary the reason why heaven and earth are able to endure and continue thus long is because they do not live off or themselves. This is how they are able to continue and endure. I like those cases. Oh, fuck. Too many cases. Too many cases. We send with quick tittle shortly and print and publish. Oh. Spirit dies not the same. The female mystery thus do we name. Its gate from which at first they issued forth is called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power remain. Used gently and without the touch of pain. The valley spirit dies not by the same. The female mystery do we name. Its gate from which at first they issued forth is called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Escape from which at first they issued forth. It's called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power remain. Use gently. The spirit does not act the same. The female mystery does do we name. It's gate from which at first they issue forth. It's called the root from which grew. Escape from which at first they issue forth. It's called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power remain. Used gently and without the touch of pain. Heaven and earth do not act.
You're supposed to dismiss as well on the cook turkey right in Canada.
They deal with
Or it's
all
about
things
the
as the
clothes.
dogs of
So it
Christ
doesn't feel
shepherd.
love, but I was to do it and continue to be so and still good. And to know my pleasure to be presented with the prayer. With confidence to be able to do. And the person that all of you should feel I can just do it for this. And so when I feel like you can do it, it's together. The really work on the report, actually, Blanket Taylor's pictures. Also, she's gonna say that I thought it was issue like a saying injection at all stations. We can't kill it, not issue individual first part injection. Or what I would say, it can't kill it, contaminants. We will get good flawless, like blanket has every system, every condition. But also, the United States should issue a full record is very excited for it because the issue strikes and whatever. I was touching the public life with you, and this is very relevant here today. I was saying that this is women and culture for all months and public remarks. And so this is a few other important social works and spot person. Share great book. He's put this was as well with cooked turkey right in Canada. All right, everybody, this is case number 25. SOEBGP 526 Kitover versus LaHood. Go to johnforcongress.com. Look at this part two. This is Kitover versus LaHood. 25 SOEBGP 526 Canada Congressman John Kitover fighting for the voters, the taxpayers, and the residents of Illinois 16. Go to johnforcongress.com. We are fighting tooth and nail these objections and petitions. Most voters have no idea how complicated it is to run for office because you have to deal with lawyers and election courts. And you're about to witness what I would call ballot access denial or censoring against a legal, lawful, and fighting candidate who has submitted over 1,600 signatures, which the Illinois SB issued a full summary executive report for me, but not for LaHood or for Noli in Illinois 16. I'd hate to be a complaining individual, but this is my second time running for office, and I've been through this before. Their issue this time is I didn't issue a literally a copy and paste for every single objection against their petitions, but they did for me, so I'm the only one who has to be subjected to an Illinois SB executive summary report. However, they denied me the ability to execute an Illinois SB executive summary report on candidate Noli, so Paul Noli is now on the ballot. As of right now, he's the only candidate on the Illinois 16 ballot. You are about to witness a call from Judge Chris Agrella, represented by Mr. Fogarty. No, not the famous musician. This is a Ravens Hood hippie with tattooed arms. You're about to witness ballot access denial, or what I would call electioneering, politicking, legalizing, and using words like truth, no basis in law. You're about to hear it. You can watch the previous dismissal against Noli. So here we go.
Candidate Congressman John Kitover has been thrown off of the ballot. You're about to witness it. Well, that case is already closed, apparently. I wrote an objection to reopen, an motion to reopen. I need to resubmit it. But right now, we are waiting on 25 SOEBGP 526 Kitover versus LaHood! Don't worry, folks, this is just water and orange juice. All right, now I'd like to play for you the Chinese flute. That's right, Darren LaHood is going to smash China, crush them in a war with Taiwan. You'll see. He's a very militant man. Hi, Judge Agrella. This is candidate John Kitover. I was calling
yeah. You know, actually, I'm just going to call you anyways. Mr. Fogarty just walked in. He got delayed at another matter. So I was actually, my timing was perfect. So if everybody's okay, we can get on the record, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now calling 25 SOEBGP 526. Kitover, John Kitover, objector versus Darren LaHood, candidate. On behalf of the objector, it is the objector himself appearing pro se. On behalf of the candidate, F-O-G-A-R-T-Y, for the candidate. All right, this matter comes on for hearings on several motions in this matter. Candidate has filed a motion to strike. The objector has likewise filed a motion seeking to strike. The matter has been briefed. I have reviewed the documents. This being, let's start with the candidate's motion to strike first. It seems to be appropriate. Mr. Fogarty, if you've got a few comments on that matter?
I do. Yes. Very straightforward. First and foremost, in order to be a valid objector, an individual must reside in the district in which he or she is purporting to object. Mr. Kitover does not reside in the 16th Congressional District, therefore he lacks standing to file an objector's petition against Congressman LaHood, and so right there it is dead. We need go no further. If we wanted to, however, we could further look at what is required in 10-8, where it says you must state fully the nature of the objections. It appears that Mr. Kitover may have written out by hand his objection against Congressman LaHood while he was standing in line waiting to file other matters, but it in no way adequately apprises a candidate as to exactly what is at issue. Just the signatures and there's some non-compliance and nothing further, that's not sufficient under the law. And so for those at least two reasons, this objector's petition should be stricken.
Mr. Kitover?
Hi, Your Honor. Hi, Mr. Fogarty. The claim that I have to reside in the 16th district to be an objector, I think, should be dismissed on the basis that the law states you have to be a member of that political subdivision. As a candidate running in the 16th district, it's my opinion that I am valid and fall within the terms of the letter of the law and compliance in terms of being able to file an objection and not still be a resident, because I am a candidate running for the Illinois 16th district against Congressman LaHood. Therefore, I fall within the political subdivision, and I should be granted the ability to file an objection. The second part about in line while filing other matters, I'm not sure what Mr. Fogarty is referring to. I filed a motion to object to Congressman LaHood's petitions based on not having enough signatures. This was accomplished by doing a FOIA request with the Illinois SBE and doing a cross comparison through Excel using AI to pull all the addresses from all of Mr. LaHood's petitions and cross-referencing against the Excel document given to me by the Illinois SBE. So the third issue, not enough SIGs and not compliance, that's exactly what you file an objection for. And at the front door of the Illinois SBE in Springfield, it's non-compliance and it's in the law. That's what you file an objection for. It was my opinion that I was able to present evidence and exhibits demonstrating the complaints in my objection. Thank you.
Mr. Fogarty? No response. And I know that the candidate, I know that the objector filed a motion to strike, which was responded to by the candidate. It's in the nature of a supplement to the objection itself. It speaks to the objector's response a moment ago about using Excel spreadsheets to find certain data and analysis, etc. I take that motion to strike of the objector as being an attempt to supplement the objection, which is impermissible, and so sort of doing that one first, we can deny the motion to strike as being an improper attempt to supplement the objection. Turning now to the objection and the candidate's motion to strike. I find the candidate's motion to strike to be well grounded, as candidate's counsel indicated. The objector has stated in his objection that the objector resided in Chicago, which is in, and I did some little research, 5562 West Edmonds, EDMUNDS, Chicago, Illinois 60630, is in the 5th Congressional District. The fact that Mr. Kitover is seeking to be elected in the 16th Congressional District is irrelevant. I may want to seek election in Utah for some political office. It does not make me a resident of Utah merely by my filing of the document. Mr. Kitover is by his own objection a resident of the 5th Congressional District. Therefore, he does in fact lack standing to bring an objection in the 16th Congressional District. And we are reminded also that by prior case law, that the objector will be decided this objection based upon the face of the nominee of the objection itself, not what can be found in a third-party document, his other documents, official records, and that would be the case. It's been around a while. Poche versus Cook County Officers Electoral Board. That's a 1997 First District case, 289 Bill Act 3rd of 585. So by the objector's own statement, he is a resident outside of the 16th Congressional District, and he lacks standing to bring the objection. So on that basis alone, I will recommend striking and dismissing the objection. However, turning to the second basis, lack of specificity, I will take as on its face when the objection says he has insufficient in count. The number that is, I believe for this officer, is 1,550 counsel. Mr. Fogarty, the number of signatures for this office was at 1555 is the recommended, is the requisite minimum number of signatures. If the candidate did not file at least 1,555 signatures, the objection on that basis may have legs, but this candidate did file, by a review of his documents, in excess of 1,555 signatures. In fact, I did a check, and the candidate filed 2,776 signatures. So, on its face, the objection would not be sufficient on that allegation. Now, the third allegation in the objection is nonconformity. That objection is deficient factually. There is nothing in that one-word sentence that would put the candidate on notice of what the candidate was called to defend. The objector, by his subsequent document titled Motion to Strike, as I mentioned previously, seeks to amend and supplement the objection, which is impermissible. So in total, it would be my recommendation to the board to grant the candidate's motion to strike and dismiss the objection, to deny the objector's motion to strike as an impermissible attempt to supplement the objection. Anything further on behalf of the candidate?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further on behalf of the objector, Mr. Kitover?
Yes, Your Honor. Anyone in Illinois, this is with regards to my residency outside of the 16th district, anyone in Illinois that's qualified can run for office in any district. So to suggest that there's case law or you pulled some type of analysis suggesting otherwise, I have to disagree with. On to your second point about Congressman LaHood exceeding 1,555 signatures, the executive summary report by the Illinois SBE was not drafted, issued, or created based on my objection in the same way that my petitions were executive summarily reviewed and data analysis done. Congressman LaHood has had no analysis done on his petitions by the Illinois SBE in the same way that have been done to my petitions. And finally, I am not presenting supplemental information to my original objection. My original objection, though vague, is vague for a reason, because on the front door of the Illinois SBE down in Springfield, if you feel that a candidate's petitions are nonconformity, that's the basis of an objection. I'm here to present evidence and exhibits, and it's my opinion that I'm being denied that opportunity. Respectfully, Judge Agrella.
Well, I understand, Mr. Kitover. Your opinions notwithstanding, the law is very clear about standing, and I believe my recommendation is in conformity with it. Also, I believe the law is very clear about what you are required to put into your objection, put the notice, and I believe your objection was deficient in that fashion. Also, nothing in your objection, which is 3 sentences long, would trigger a record examination in that there was no line-by-line challenge to the candidate's nominating papers. As I indicated, at best, your objection says that the candidate has an insufficient number of signatures, which is a bare bones allegation that for an office, say, like this, that has 1,555 minimum signatures required, your allegation, your objection is he's short of that. The State Board of Elections did a raw number count, and it shows that this candidate has 1,221 more signatures that are required for the office. Therefore, even giving you the benefit of construction on your allegation, it's factually insufficient under the circumstances. There being really nothing further, I will close this matter with the aforesaid recommendation to strike and dismiss your objection. And I'll issue that as soon as possible so that the board can review it. Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kitover.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr.
All
Ferdinand.
right. Have a good day.
Okay, that's it. They dismissed Kitover versus LaHood without an executive summary review. This is how the election board, and this is how attorneys and judges basically keep candidates from objecting. Next time, I will have to issue a full blanket review, which is a PDF, corresponding PDF to every single petition, and you just punch every single variable on there. And it's ridiculous that they've dismissed these cases based on that fact. I will be, I've already drafted, and I will be resubmitting an appeal to the Illinois SBE to reopen these cases and allow a full executive summary review of all petition signatures in the same way that candidate congressman petitions were thoroughly reviewed and analyzed. I will be posting all this information on my Instagram, on YouTube, and on X. I will also be running as a write-in candidate. I want to thank everybody for being here and listening to these public proceedings on Illinois 16. This is candidate Congressman John, still running for the 16th district on behalf of voters in Rockford, Peoria, Bloomington. Do not let Darren LaHood steal this election, and do not let the SBSE and their administrative law judges and their connected attorneys dismiss objections and overrule candidates' objections. This is candidate Congressman John Kitover running in the 16th district. Go to John4 with the number 4, Congress.com. If you want to join this campaign, go to johnforcongress.com. Call or text 312-498-0517. Add me on Instagram at John Kitover. I thank you so much for being here as a part of these administrative proceedings to get on the ballot for Illinois 16 for the U.S. House of Representatives as a U.S. Congressman. This is John Kitover. Go to johnforcongress.com. Oh, ridiculous. Justice denied. No equilibrium in the law. These are illegal proceedings, in my opinion. These are factions that are basically censoring and not allowing ballot access. But we do have the court of social justice. This is all the citizens have at this point. Petitions, objections, ballot, all denied, all censored. Happy day for those lawyers and judges. That's it. It's all been dismissed. I'm going to submit one more final document to the SBSE, and that's it. Motion to reopen the case. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to submit motions to reopen the cases and ask the SBE to issue executive summary reports for LaHood and Noli. Otherwise, they've stolen the elections. So,
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they basically stole the elections. They kicked me off the ballot, and they issued no executive summary report on their petitions, only on mine. They denied me any ability to present any evidence, do any subpoena, and they dismissed all my motions to strike. And they won't. He closed the hearing yesterday on LaHood versus Kitover. So I have to make submit some motions to the portal, send some emails, and then that's all I can do. And hope the General Counsel of the Illinois SBE reexamines, and puts me on the ballot. Otherwise, I'm filing for write-in candidate.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
That's what happened. So both my cases.
Happened yesterday. There's a new commissioner.
They got a new general counsel?
No, there's like 10 commissioners. commissioners
Oh, I see. Okay.
for Chicago. Guess who it is?
Who?
Laura Coleman.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
She's like the 45th ward. Well, she's like near you, like Republican committeeman. The one that remember she didn't turn in enough signatures and I was going to her off the ballot.
What's her name?
It's crazy. Laura Coleman.
How did she get it? She got appointed?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Wow.
But she turned in less than an amount. Then got on the ballot.
And now she's working for the Illinois Election Commission?
It's a joke, yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna write an article on it.
Well, this is, in my opinion, is ridiculous. I knew all this was going to happen, and you know what? I even thought about issuing, duplicate PDFs for every petition, questioning every single signature and every single address. I didn't do that though, but the fact that I didn't do that is ridiculous. That I can't submit that as an exhibit, and even do a comparative data analysis between my VLOOKUPs versus their executive summary report, which they didn't issue. It's absurd. So all I can do now is make public comments, which I signed up for when I initially submitted my objections.
Wow. Wow, I support it. That's a book, sure. Let me know how I can help.
Yeah, I need a full write-up in the Illinois record about Illinois SBE and how the State Board of Elections has denied candidate Congressman Kitover access to the ballot and has illegally given access to LaHood and Notley, who both had no executive summary report issued for their petitions.
I might need to create a second Illinois record so I can start publishing more stuff.
Yeah, come up with a new good name. I'll give you $1.
No, I think I might, because there's so much stuff. There's like, I get a lot of phone calls like the one you're giving me now, and I'm just like, the Illinois record is my artistic baby, and I have to just go with what the spirit tells me, because there's so many stories that don't make the cut, like this one. They're important.
Yeah.
But like don't make the cut in terms of like timing and all that. So I think I should create an Illinois record too.
Well, just call it something else. Call it the Illinois Journal, or the Illinois Independent Journal, or the Illinois Daily Advertiser.
I'm going to go to it right now. Let's see what's available. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll create a Substack. And this one will be more like AAI and just whatever, just anyone that wants to publish stuff can publish it. Like, what's it like a town square? Illinois Town Square. Oh, that's available. Illinois Town Square. Oh, that's too long. John?
What's that fat turd's Illinois Prairie? Why don't you create something called like Illinois Prairie News or something? Let's compete with Dinehard. Let's compete with Dinehard.
It's called the Prairie News.
Prairie Illinois News. I mean, you could just totally create so many variations of his bullshit. It
I'm
would
going
be
to
so
spend
funny.
15 hours today, the Prairie State Report.
Oh man, here we go. These two fucking guys.
I don't like it. This is a digital asset. Prairie State Report. Let's just see if it's available. Oh, it's available, $4.
Well, I need to redraft and recreate two of these to send to the SB to General Counsel shortly, and then they're going to issue their final reports. I'll print those, publish those. I've documented every single piece of communication from start to finish on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. So.
Oh, it's taken. I spelled Prairie wrong. I'll think of something. I'll keep you posted. You keep me posted.
Okay, God bless.
We'll put some up and we'll see ChatGPT.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
I knew that this was going to happen. All right, let's put some music on. I'm going to go draft these two motions to appeal, and that will be the end of it.
The valley spirit dies not the same. The female mystery thus do we name. first they issued forth is called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power remain. Used gently and without the touch of pain. The valley spirit dies not by the same. The female mystery thus do we name. Its gate from which at first they issued forth is called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power at first they issue forth is called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power remain. Used gently and without the touch of pain. The valley spirit dies not I the same. The female mystery thus do we name. Escape from which at first they issued forth is called the root from which grew heaven and earth. Long and unbroken does its power remain. Used gently and without the touch of heaven and earth do not act from the impulse of any wish to be benevolent. They deal with all things as the dogs of grass are dealt with. The sages do not act from any wish to be benevolent. They deal with the people as the dogs of grass are dealt with. May not the space between heaven and earth be compared to a better? 'Tis emptied, yet it loses not its power. 'Tis moved again, sends forth evermore. Much speech to swift exhaustion. We see your inner being, God, and keep it free. Heaven and earth do not act from any wish to be benevolent. They deal with all things as the dogs of grass are dealt with. The sages do not act from any wish to be benevolent. They deal with the people as the dogs of grass are dealt with. May not the space between heaven and earth be compared to a bellows. 'Tis empty, yet it loses not its power. 'Tis moved again and sends forth air. The more much speech to swift exhaustion land we see. Your inner being, guardian, keep it free. if it would ever so continue. I do not know whose side it is. Here's my dog, here to help me The tower's the emptiness of a vessel, and in our employment of it, we must be on our guard against all fullness. How deep and unfathomable it is, as if it were the honored ancestor of all things. We should blunt our sharp points and unravel the complications of things. We should temper our brightness and bring ourselves into agreement with the obscurity of others. How pure and still the Tao is, as if it would ever so continue. Unravel the complications of things. We should temper our brightness and bring ourselves into agreement with the obscurity of others. How pure and still the Tao is, as if it would ever so continue. I do not know whose son it is. It might appear to have been before God. employment of it. We must be on our guard against awfulness. How deep and unfathomable it is. As if it were the honored ancestor of all things. We should blunt our sharp points and unravel the complications of things. We should temper our brightness and bring ourselves into agreement with the obscurity of others. How pure and still the tau is, as if it would ever so continue. I do not know whose son it is. It might appear to have been before God. The Tao is the emptiness of a vessel, and in our employment of it we must be on our guard against all fullness. How deep and unfathomable it is, as if it were the honored ancestor of all things. We should blunt our sharp points and unravel the complications of things. We should temper our brightness and bring ourselves into agreement with the obscurity of others. How pure and still the tide is, as if it would ever so continue. I do not know whose son it is. It might appear to have been before God. Not to value an employment of superior ability is the way to keep the people from rivalry among themselves, not to prize articles which are difficult to procure is the way to keep them from becoming thieves, not to show them what is likely to excite their desires is the way to keep their minds from disorder. Therefore, the
Mr. Bell, Mr. President is here to conduct that. This is a mistake. No records were signed with the attachment for example for
empties their minds, fills their bellies.
Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was 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 stolen. Pleasure was
Pleasure was stolen, stolen. Stolen, stolen, stolen. Stolen, stolen. Stolen, pleasure was stolen, 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 stolen. Stolen. Stolen, stolen. Stolen. Pleasure was 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 stolen, stolen. Stolen, stolen, stolen.
Darren Hood stole the election. Alongside elections did not issue a voting similar report because the petition did not conform to institutional symptoms. These results only 16 active county found his petitions to be accepted. Campaign trial replacing.
Stolen, stolen, stolen. Stolen, stolen. Pleasure was Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen.
Mr. Go, I was hoping to him and good with him.
Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen.
Darren Hood stole the election.
Pleasure was stolen.
Illinois State Board of Elections did not issue an executive summary report of the Hood's petition for non-conforming institutional law. Not getting the voters of Illinois County during his petition for Congress. Campaign trial replacing the Illinois State Board of Elections for conduct issue of third judicial transfer on Darren Hood's petition for non-16 with Congress.
Stolen.
For accurate counting the same way it was conducted on county congressman Kitover's petitions.
Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Everybody. You call your lawyers and I'll call mine.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best.
That makes no sense. Rambling verbiage. Darren Hood stole the election.
Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen.
No records exams
Pleasure
somewhat
was stolen.
issued.
Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. stolen. Pleasure was 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 stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was 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 stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was 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 stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was 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 stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was 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 stolen.
I was
You could get thousands of. Pleasure was stolen.
Election was stolen. They're in the hood stole the election. They're in the hood stole the election. Only State Board of Elections did not issue an executive summary report of the hoods or Nolly's petitions for non-conforming incidents, not giving the voters an only 16 an accurate account of their own hoods or Nolly's petitions. Federal judge politely requesting that Illinois State Board of Elections fully conduct and issue a full judicial state on toilet. Their hood petitions for Illinois for an accurate
Stolen. Pleasure was 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 stolen.
They're in the hood stole the election.
Pleasure was
Illinois State
stolen.
Board of Elections did not issue an executive summary report of the hood or Nolly's petitions to non-conforming and institutional jurisdictions, not giving the voters of Illinois 16 an accurate account of their own hoods or Nolly's petitions to U.S. Congress.
Get it done for requesting that the list of elections fully conducted and issue a full executive summary report bearing the petitions for Illinois This Congress provide accurate time and same way that it's conducted and follow Congressman Kitover's petitions. Only candidate John Kitover's petitions were other than the Illinois State Board of Elections. Immediately.
The belief in God. Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen.
General Hood stole the election. Illinois Republicans election for non-conformity. The Illinois State Board of Elections did not issue an executive.
Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen.
General Hood stole the election. Illinois State Board of Elections did not issue an executive summary report of the Hoods or notice petitions for non-conforming insufficient number of signatures, not giving the voters of Illinois an accurate count of General Hoods or notice petitions to the Congress. Scan John is for other questioning of Illinois State Board of Elections fully conduct and issue a full executive summary report of General Hoods and notice petitions to Illinois 16 this Congress to provide an accurate count in the same way that was conducted by candidate Congressman Kitover's petition. Only candidate John Kitover's petitions were audited by the Illinois State Board of Elections.
Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. 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 Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was stolen. Pleasure was.
Don't go into that. Don't go into that count. Don't go into that count.
That's what it's called. That's what it's called.
Don't go into that.
I know what you will be doing here. It's fortunate. The belief in God and a personal savior exercises the mind.
Democrats stole the election. The only state board elections should not issue an executive service or notice petitions for non-conforming institutional statements, not giving voters the Illinois 16 accurate time with Daniel Hook and notice petitions to U.S. Congress. Senate House Voters Open the Illinois State Elections fully conduct until full vacancy report. Daniel Hook and notice petitions to Illinois 16 U.S. Congress. And by accurate time, the same role was conducted on candidate Congressman Kitover's petition. Only candidate Jack Kitover's petitions were ordered by Illinois State election. Illegal, voter suppression, petition fraud, U.S. Constitution case on lack of election and citizen. I have requested all President Knight to execute our constitutional measures for the freedom of the original contention, but I have no public remarks. The statement's email is a draft of parliament to quote official marks and class function of county government. Museum at this hearing be conducted by conference call telephone cell phone today. Issues no records and external issues. No records and external issues. No public protection for government to county Darren the Hood stole the election. The municipal elections did not issue a favor to reportable votes or notice petitions.
God and a person.
Darren Hood stole the election.
The belief in
He stole the election!
He constantly tries to keep them without knowledge and without desire. And where there are those who have been from presuming to act on it, when there is this abstinence from action, good order is universal. Not to value an employment of superior ability is the way to keep the people from rivalry among themselves. Not to prize articles, which difficult to procure is the way to keep them from becoming thieves. Not to show them what is likely to excite their desires is the way to keep their minds from disorder. Therefore the sage, in the exercise of his government, empties their minds, fills their bellies, weakens their wills, and strengthens their bones. He constantly tries to keep them without knowledge and without desire. And where there are those who have knowledge, to keep them from presuming to act on it. When there is this abstinence from action, good order is universal. Not to value and employment of superior ability is the way to keep the people from rivalry among themselves. Not to prize articles which are difficult to procure is themselves. Not to prize articles, which are difficult to procure, is the way to keep them from becoming thieves. Not to show them what is likely to excite their desires is the way to keep their minds from disorder. Therefore the sage, in the exercise of his government, empties their minds, fills their bellies, weakens their wills, and strengthens their bones. He constantly tries to keep them without knowledge and without desire. And where to keep them from presuming to act on it. When there is this abstinence from action, good order is universal.
Not to value an employment of superior ability is the way to keep the people from rivalry among themselves. Not to prize articles which are difficult to procure is the way to keep them from becoming thieves. Not to show them what is likely to excite their desires is the way to keep their minds from disorder. Therefore the sage, in the exercise of his government, empties their minds, fills their bellies, weakens their wills, and strengthens their bones. He constantly keeps them without knowledge and without desire. And where there are those who have knowledge to keep them from presuming to act on it, when there is this abstinence from action, good order is universal. Not to value and employ men of superior ability is the way to keep the people from rivalry among themselves. Not to prize articles which are difficult to procure is the way to keep them from becoming thieves. Not to show them what is likely to excite their desires is the way to keep their minds from disorder. Therefore the sage, in the exercise of his government, empties their minds, fills their bellies, weakens their wills, and strengthens their bones. He constantly tries to keep them without knowledge and without desire. And where there are those who have knowledge to keep them from presuming to act on it, when there is this abstinence from action, good order is universal.
Very basic, somewhere to quote.
reality of the beautiful, and in doing this they have. What ugliness is, they all know the skill of the skillful, and in doing this they have. What the want of skill is. So it is that existence and non-existence give birth to the idea of the other. That difficulty and ease produce the one. That idea of the other. That length and shortness fashion out the one and the figure of the other. The ideas of the height and lowness arise from the contrast of one with the other. That the musical notes and tones become harmonious through the relation of one with another. And that being before and behind give the idea of one following another. Therefore the sage manages affairs without doing anything, and obeys instructions without the use of speech. All things spring up, and there is not one which declines to show itself, they grow. And there is no claim made for their ownership, they go through their process. And there is no expectation, no reward for the results. The work is accomplished, and there is no resting in it. As an achievement, the work is done, but how no one can see. 'Tis this that makes the power not cease to be.
Petition parts are replaced with digital police response margin script are replaced by type master zero of the teacher very well the teacher zero and connected to the other potential credit for not to deny the service of the motion the order the case according
All
to
in the
code for
world
official marks can occur.
know the
Father
beauty of
does a
the
picture thing
beautiful,
on
and
pay
in
and
doing
the
this they
uploading this
have.
SAP up to the public
What
markers for the
loveliness!
general counsel of the post for guns.
They all know the skill of the skillful, and in doing this they have an idea of what love is. So it is that existence and non-existence give birth the one to the idea of the other. That difficulty and an ease produce the one, the other. That length and shortness fashion out the one, the figure of the other. The ideas of height and lowness arise from the contrast of the one with the other. That the musical notes and tones become harmonious through the relation of one with another. And that being before and behind give the idea of one following another. Therefore the sage manages affairs without doing anything, and obeys his instructions without the use of speech. All things spring up, and there is not one which declines to show itself. They grow,
contrast of the one with the other, that the musical notes and tones become harmonious through the relation of one with another, and that being before and behind give the idea of one following another. Therefore the sage manages affairs without doing anything, and conveys his instructions without the use of speech. All things spring up, and there is not one which declines to show itself. They grow, and there is no claim made for their ownership. They go through their processes, and there is no expectation. The work is a calm, and there is no resting in it as an achievement. The work is done, but how no one can see. 'Tis this that makes the power not cease to all in the world know the beauty of the beautiful, and in doing this they have idea what ugliness is. They all know the skill of the skillful, and in doing this they have the idea of what the one of skill is. So it is that existence and non-existence give birth to one to me, the other, that difficulty and ease produce the one, the other, that length and shortness fashion out the one, the figure of the other, that ideas of height and lowness arise from the contrast of the one with the other, that the musical notes and tones become harmonious through the relation of one with another, and that being before and behind give the idea of a one following another. Therefore the sage manages affairs without doing anything, and conveys his instructions without the use of speech. All things spring up, and there is not one which declines to show itself. They grow, and there is no claim made for their ownership. They go through their processes, and there is no expectation of a reward for the results. The
simply delicious.
Which was stolen? 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 Which was stolen? 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 Which was 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 stolen? 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 Which was stolen? 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 Which was 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 stolen? 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 Which was stolen? 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 Which was 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 stolen? 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 Which was stolen? 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 Which was stolen? Which was stolen? Which was stolen?
During the votes for the election, the only state board of elections should not issue an executive summary report on the votes or knowledge petitions for nonconformity.
Which was stolen?
Back in the votes, only 16 inaccurate
Which was
comments
stolen?
during the votes or knowledge petitions to the
Stolen?
Senate.
Stolen?
Stated comments politely questioned the diversity of elections fully conducted into a full executive summary report during the votes or knowledge petitions for only 16. This Congress is provided every time the same way that was conducted. A candidate Congressman
Which
Kitover
was stolen?
petition. Only candidate John Killer was petitioned for law that was illegal voter suppression. Petitions for law that the Constitution against the riot, election integrity.
The belief in God and a personal savior exercises the mind and strengthens.
Issue a blankie.
We are the new republic.
Not only stricter vetting, there needs to be some,
During the Hood school election, Illinois supervisors did not issue an executive session report or Hood's or Knowledge petitions for nonconformity and insufficient voter signatures. Not giving the voters of Illinois 16 an accurate counting of Baron Hood or Knowledge petitions for the Congress. State John is politely requesting the municipal will conduct a full executive session report of Baron Hood and Knowledge petitions to the Congress. Provide an accurate accounting of the same that was conducted on candidate Congressman Kitover's petition. Only candidate John Kitover's petitions were ordered by the Illinois State Board of Elections. Illegal. Petitions were both constitutional case were racket. Requesting that this hearing be conducted by a teleconference call to cell phone to the During the Hood school election, Illinois State Board of Elections without issue an executive session report of the vote with knowledge petitions for non-conforming institutional not giving the vote an accurate time and during the Hood or knowledge petitions to the Congress. That down is the early president of the municipal elections fully conducted and fully executive session report of during the Hood and knowledge petitions. Percent provide accurate time and same way it was conducted and Congressman Kitover's petition. Only candidate John Kitover's petition was ordered by the list of the elections.
Stolen. was stolen, stolen. Stolen, stolen, stolen. Stolen, stolen. Stolen, much was stolen, 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 stolen. Stolen. Stolen, stolen. Stolen. The belief in God and a personal savior exercises the mind and stretches the consciousness in ways that atheists and agnostics cannot even begin to comprehend. Much was stolen. 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 Stolen.
This is an absolute failure of our criminal justice as well as our mental health institutions. This individual was charged with dozens of felonies over the past 3 decades. He was clearly seriously mentally disturbed and was a danger to himself and to others.
Much was stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen. 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 Much was stolen. Stolen. Much was stolen. Much was stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen.
The belief in God and a personal savior exercises the mind and stretches the consciousness in ways that atheists and agnostics cannot even begin to comprehend, let alone imagine. Those who seek the face of God do not make requests for insight, for wisdom, for power, for answers, or for faith. Instead, they are...
Much was stolen.
Kingsley, if Nicolas Maduro leaves Venezuela today, what role will the Department of War have in a post-Maduro Venezuela? And describe the process the administration will use to determine...
Much was stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen.
Kingsley, it...
Much was stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was 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 stolen. 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 Much was stolen. 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 Much was stolen. Much was stolen. Much was stolen.
Why both of my objections were dismissed today and yesterday, unbeknownst to me, the Hood versus Kitover was dismissed as well. And no further hearing will be had. And the State Board of Elections fully audited and checked my petitions, but issued no audit or check regarding the Hood eminently despite my objections and motions to request the petition signature. No, means I am fucked. So rigged. It's so rigged. I don't like the judges get to tell you whether or not your name can be printed on the ballot. No auditing, no due process. Hilariously, when they opened the state board of elections hearings, they unanimously and immediately voted to strike a candidate who got 2 signatures, and there were 2 Karens on the board that voted to allow him on the ballot. It's so rigged. Unelected judges get to tell you about your name can be printed on the ballot in the review process. Here I found appeal. I signed up on filing rejection. Back to the appeal. I was there with all 3 cases were filed against me. judges get to tell you whether or not you're not going to don't know how to do it. Hilariously, when they opened the state code of elections hearings, the unanimous immediately voted to strike a candidate who got 2 signatures. There were 2 Karens on the board that voted to what? Even better. Both of my objections were dismissed today and yesterday. Everything else, Neighborhood versus Kitover were dismissed as well. And then for the hearing we had. Illinois State Board of Elections fully audited and checked my petitions, but issued no audit or check of either the vote and no lead, despite my objections and motions to request the petition signature audit.
The Mexican cartels, I know everyone in America talks about the Mexican cartels, but they're not the big boys, ladies and gentlemen. They're not. They're the drivers. Everybody talking about Chapo El Guzman. He's a bloody driver. He's a nobody. Okay, he's a nobody that had $1.4 billion, but...
So, a couple of weeks ago,
He was this close to getting that Vogue editor gig. Adam Carolla. Yeah, get it up.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did, and I take responsibility.
I'm just sitting here getting fat with pizza. I gotta get my car fixed to get to the fucking gym.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were.
stolen. Election was 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 stolen. 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 Election was stolen. 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 Election was stolen. Election was stolen. Election was stolen. Election was stolen.
We are doing good. So I'm up here. I'm doing good enough that I'm ready to replace JD.
You can get that. Election was stolen. 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 Election was stolen. 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 Election was 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 stolen. This is JB Kurtzker reporting from.
Honestly, open the Pacific elections hearings need to happen immediately, but strike a count if you have two signatures, there were two candidates on the ballot. Both of my objections were dismissed yesterday, but those of the Hooper's kids were dismissed as well. After the hearing, will be had the Illinois State Board of Elections fully audit and check my petitions, but issued no audit or strike by the code annually despite my objections and motions to request the petition signature audit.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows. He knows.
Okay, we're calling AAA, everybody.
AAA. To ensure service quality, calls may be recorded and monitored. Thank you for calling AAA. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Are you calling from Illinois?
Yes.
Okay. What city are you in or near? If you're unsure, say, I don't know.
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago lawn. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. What city are you in or near? If
Chicago.
you're unsure, say, I don't know.
Chicago.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. Please hold while we connect you to your local AAA. In a few words, tell me how I can assist you today.
Battery died.
If you are not in a safe location to wait for service, or this is a medical emergency, hang up and dial 911 immediately. I understand you need help with a battery. Is 312-498-0517 the best number to reach you?
Yes.
We have sent a text to 312-498-0517. We have sent you a text message to submit your request. This is the quickest way to submit your request and avoid waiting in queue. Again, the fastest way to place your road service request is to click the link provided in the text. Or go to AAA.com and click the link for roadside assistance. Are you calling to start a new service request?
Yes.
Do you have valid plates and tags on your vehicle?
Yes.
We are showing that all road service entitlements have been used. That's okay. You can proceed with the request, and at the end of this call, I will transfer you to an agent to discuss your options. Would you like to proceed?
Yes.
Are you in need of service at your home address?
Yes.
Is your address 5562 West Edmond Street, Act 1, Chicago, Illinois, 60630?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what type of vehicle this is. Say car, truck, SUV,
Car.
or something else.
Car. Car.
What is the color of your vehicle?
Silver.
What is the 4-digit year?
2001.
What is the make?
Lexus.
What is the model?
ES 300.
Please hold while we transfer you to a representative. Your road service request has been started. We are transferring you to a live agent to complete and submit the remaining details. AAA is experiencing high call volume. If you choose, you may stay on the line for the next customer advocate or try your call again later. If you are calling from a mobile device, we encourage you to use the link that we sent in the text message to expedite your service request. We also invite you to submit your service request at .com and select roadside assistance. Good afternoon. Thank you for using our automated system. This is Sammy. Are you on a safe place?
Yes.
All right, good. I'm glad you're safe. Could I get your name, please?
John Kitover.
Thank you. And what's your callback number?
312 498 0517.
Is that a cell phone?
Cell phone.
Right, 312-498-0517. What's going on with your vehicle?
My battery died.
Okay. Right, we can get you that service. So, are you home or somewhere else?
I'm at home.
Five 5562 West Edmond Street, Chicago, apartment 1.
Correct. It's a 2001 Lexus ES300 silver.
You're not effective yet until the 4th. We paid yesterday, and they have 3-day wait on new membership for the service. Did you want to pay the $60 same-day service fee?
If I wait till the 4th, there's no $60 fee.
Correct.
Okay.
On the 4th, you'll have your full benefits available.
Okay, I'll just call on the 4th then.
Okay.
I
All right.
I
Sounds
didn't
good.
know that. Okay, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. Damn, I gotta wait till the 4th, son? Holy shit. I guess we ain't going to the gym. Guess we're gonna have to take a power walk.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did, and I take responsibility for those parts of it that I should. I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows. I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out.
Okay. Got us a couple of spares.
Give me the sign of the open.
Despite her best efforts, we have to be a running candidate again!